Okay, I think I've got the audio and video running right now. Thank you everybody for your patience. I got that up and going. For joining us on the Zoom call today. I've got everybody here. Looks like Joe Curley's not here. He'll just have to play catch up. We're running a little behind. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nathan Klaus. I'm the Finance Director here at the City of Crossville, and I've been given the honor of introducing you to the Finance Department and the Customer Service Departments for the State of the City address. First of all, I'll give a special thank you to our City Manager, Ms. Valerie Hale, for... Bailey, why are you laughing? Whoa, that's not supposed to be there. What in the world? Why is this? That's not supposed to... I am so sorry. Sue, Melinda, I don't know which one of you did this, but I'll have to have talk with you about this afterwards. For y'all who don't know, Sue and Melinda are also part of the Finance Department, and it looks like one of them or both of them were having a little fun at my expense today. Again, I'm sorry about that. Let me give a special thank you, like I said, to our City Manager, Ms. Valerie Hale, for the idea of us presenting our State of the City to you this way, introducing you to our different departments. Again, thank you for joining me on this Zoom call today. We are the Finance Department. We like to mess with numbers because they're like official and stuff. We really enjoy that. And I know what you're thinking when you think Finance Department. You're just thinking we're just a bunch of nerds. Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. We're actually a fun-loving group, like to have a good time, as evidenced by what you've already seen here today. We really like to enjoy that. We are located at City Hall. Now, we're not on the pretty floors you see here. We're actually down in the basement, what I call the dungeon. As you can see, a couple of office doors there. We're in there where our offices are nice and dark and dreary. That's where we spend most of our days. We do truly anticipate and wait for somebody to come visit with us there. And when they do, we get all excited. We get really happy about that. Let me just say, any resemblance here is just completely coincidental. That is not me. Now, what do we do in the Finance Department? We work with the city budget. We do bank reconciliations. We assist with payroll. We do accounts receivable, accounts payable, and we also help prepare for the audit. Now, we have two primary budgets. We have the general fund, which is about a $34 million budget this year. What that does, that covers the cost for your fire department, your police department, your public works, the city hall, the administrative part of that. It is funded with like property taxes and sales taxes. It is showing a surplus this year of about $400,000, which is incredible. Our other primary fund is the water sewer fund. That is about a $14 million budget. That fund has to show a surplus by state law, and it does this year. Like I said, the state does require us to show a surplus. We cannot show a deficit. As you all know, we did have to raise our water sewer rates this year. That is because of rising costs we've had over the last few years. Now, this is the first time we've done that in 7 years, but due to the higher cost, we had to raise our rates to keep from showing a deficit for the upcoming year. Now, the budget is a lengthy process. We usually meet with all the department heads early in the year, March, something around there, to talk about their different budgets for the departments, what adjustments need to be made there. Maybe if they're going to be buying some additional equipment or making some capital expenditures, so that we can be prepared for those for the next year budget. We then present that to the city council for them to review. Once they review it, we'll kind of make all their changes. We'll set aside what we did and make their changes. Once everything is done, they'll approve it and we'll submit that to the state. Now, for the bank reconciliations, we do have one pooled account. That account has funds, money in it for our different funds, such as the general fund, water sewer. It has our State Street Aid Fund, our drug fund. It has all those combined. We also have our different savings accounts, which we have for all those funds. Plus, we have money set aside like for a new fire truck. We're setting money aside for that. We have to keep track of how much of each one of those, of each fund, each one of the accounts belongs to the different funds. The bank reconciliations take about a week to do, but then once we're done, we are excited about that. That is one long process. There's a lot of transactions to go through. That gives a great sense of accomplishment. Accounts receivable, we do track different things such as grant money that's due to us, money from the state for sales tax, business taxes, other monies due. We track those to make sure we get those. Accounts payable, that is basically the finance department pays the city bills. Whether we get bills directly, like from Volunteer Electric, or the different departments will submit for us to pay something, maybe office supplies, could be for a new piece of equipment. They do that stuff through either purchase orders or requisitions. And basically, we are the bank for the city. We keep all the funds, we house all those, and the department heads will come in and we'll write checks for what's needed. And now all the department's heads have the same attitude. When they walk in, they're all like, show me the money, because they want to do the stuff they need to do. They've got a lot of projects to do, and they all want to do that. Of course, after so long, all we hear is blah, blah, blah. But no, all seriousness, it is quite a process to go through. We do have to have invoices submitted for us to pay for items. So they just can't just say, hey, we need office supplies, write us a check. We do have to have an invoice or some kind of estimate from where they're purchasing it from, so we can do that. And a lot of times, depending on how much that is, has to have different levels of approval, all the way up and include approval from the city council. So we do have to make sure everything gets approved the way it's supposed to get approved. Now the audit, that takes about half of our year. We start on that in July. We have to submit hundreds and hundreds of documents to them that they review to make sure we're doing everything by state law. The processes are what they're supposed to do. We're following our policies, such as requiring approvals. They go through all those. What the audit is basically a process to show the citizens that we are handling their money forthcoming with what we're doing with it. We're doing it correctly, and we're being good stewards of their money. Now, like I said, that is a big process, and it's very time consuming, but it does affect our credit ratings and things of that nature. So it's a very important thing. Like I said, they request documents all the time. It does require a lot of us in the finance department to make sure we get those to them. Now, in the past year, I will say that we did get our budget submitted timely and got it approved. That is huge. I know the previous year they had to make a couple of corrections to it, but this year the state got it and they approved it with no changes. We also were able to increase our savings accounts this past year, which is, again, that's incredible, especially given the rising cost. And the money management of our city council has been phenomenal. They've done a great job. Now, we have had 2 people retire already this year, Fred Houston and Robin Miles. Now, they've been here for a long time, and they have already retired. We do have one more employee in the finance department retiring soon, and that is Sue Blaylock. She'll be retiring in November, and we would like to say to them bye-bye to their pension and hello to their pension. We wish them the best of luck and thank them for all the years of service they provided to the city. Now we move on to our customer service department, probably the heartbeat of the city. They are the superheroes. They come in every day ready to deal with whatever situation arises. They deserve a lot of credit for what they do. Now, their responsibilities, a lot of people think, that the customer service, they just take payments. Here's a tax payment, here's a water payment. That's only a small fraction of what they do. They are basically the search engine of the city. They handle every call that comes in. When the calls come in, they'll direct them to where they want to go. They answer questions, sometimes without having to defer to other departments. They know about water tap fees, different things that people have to do. They know how to help them to determine what's happening with their water bills and things of that nature. They really work hard to help the city run smoothly. And they face all kinds of stuff. And let me tell you, they deal with people no matter if they're happy, sad, mad. And like I said, we did have to increase the water rates. And man, when those bills came out this past month, they got a lot of calls about that. And I will say our customer service department did well. They understood what everybody was going through, which was huge. And the way they dealt with people, their kindness, and the way they dealt with them was phenomenal. I will say that the customers leave knowing that what was done was correct and everything. But the most important thing about our customer service is no matter what kind of day they're having, no matter what is going on, no matter who walks in the door, you will be greeted with a smile. They are so friendly, and that's what makes them so special, is to do with what they deal with and still have a smile. It's absolutely incredible. But I will say that the finance department and the customer service department, we really couldn't all be successful without each and every one of you. Working together in the city is what makes this a success. So I'd like to thank every department, every employee for what they do. It's truly amazing, and I'm really glad to be a part of it. Again, thank you for the opportunity to talk to you today. You have a blessed day. I appreciate it. Oh, I gotta log out.